Welcome you all to our brilliant channel Maths Nation. Dear students, if you have not subscribed Maths Nation, kindly subscribe it now and press the bell icon to get the notification of the upcoming videos. Students, I promise you to complete your syllabus and would like to solve all your queries which you may kindly drop in the comment box. So dear students, in my last sessions we have discussed about circles. Today we continue with this. Today we discuss some more important theorems of circles. Here the theorem says that in my last sessions also we have discussed about some theorems. Today we continue with this. This theorem says, the theorem says that the sum of either pair of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. At first think, what is cyclic quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is said to be a cyclic quadrilateral if its all vertices lies on a circle. This means if C is the circle and ABCD is a quadrilateral which is inscribed inside the circle, the quadrilateral is said to be cyclic quadrilateral where all its four vertices A, B, C and D lie on the same circle. Okay. Suppose this is a circle, another circle given, then this is another circle given. Here suppose A, B, C, D. Here A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. Here A, B, C, D cannot be said to be a cyclic quadrilateral because all four vertices, here B vertex is not on the circle. This is not, we cannot say ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. In this case we say ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Means suppose C is the circle and ABCD is a ABCD, suppose look at here. Suppose C is the circle, ABCD is a quadrilateral whose all four vertices lies on the circle is said to be a cyclic quadrilateral. Here ABCD is called the cyclic quadrilaterals because all four vertices lies on the circle. Okay, then let us discuss what the theorem says. Here the theorem says that the sum of either pair of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. Suppose C is the circle here and in which ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral which is inscribed in the circle. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. This is not a perfect figure. Let us draw a perfect figure. Suppose C is the circle and ABCD is a quadrilateral which is inscribed in the circle. Suppose ABCD. This is also not a perfect figure. Let us draw. Suppose C is the circle and ABCD is a quad. ABCD is a quadrilateral which is inscribed in the circle. Then here we say that sum of either pair of the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. This means sum of angle A plus angle C is 180 degree, angle B plus angle D is 180 degree. Here we have to prove that the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary or the sum is 180 degree. This theorem, the given is C is the circle, ABCD is the cyclic quadrilateral, ABCD is the cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic means the quadrilateral which is inscribed in the circle whose all four vertices lies on the circle. Here we have to prove that angle A plus angle C, opposite angles, are supplementary to each other, means their sum is 180 degree. Angle B plus angle D is also equal to 180 degree. Here this thing we have to prove. Then here construct join AC and BD. Here join the diagonals AC and BD. Then here keep it this figure here and let us prove. Here the proof says that, let us prove. Here the proof says that consider the AB of a quadrilateral as the ABCD as a chord. Consider the chord AB. Here consider the chord AB. In the quadrilateral ABCD, consider the chord AB in which angle ACB is equal to angle ADB. AB is the chord, ACB angle, this angle and this angle are equal as they are the single, since the angles of the same segment are of ABCD is the chord and the angles, since the angles of the same segment are of equal measure. Since angles of the same segment have the equal measure, segment have the equal measure. While you writing a theorem, always mentions what is the cause behind this. This is why ACB is equal to ADB. Look at here. Suppose this is a circle and AB is a chord. Then here the theory says that angle of the same segment, this angle is equal to this angle. Recall the theorem. In this way we can say that, by this theory we can say that ACB angle is equal to ADB angle as they are equal of same segment. Then let us consider the BC. Then consider AB. Then next consider the BC chord. Consider the BC chord, BC side. Then BAC. Then BAC is equal to BDC as the angles of the same segment are of equal measure. By this theory we can say that BDC is equal to BAC, while the BC is the chord and this angle is equal to this angle because angles of the same segment. This is equation 2 and this is equation 1. Then add the equation 1 and equation 2. Add 1 and 2. We get ACB plus BAC is equal to ADB plus BDC. Okay, just add both the sides. Then next we get ACB plus BAC plus BAC is equal to ADB plus BDC is equal to ADC. Then here add both sides. Both sides, ABC angle is added in both sides. ACB plus BAC plus ABC is equal to ADC plus angle ABC. Then here this is three angles of a triangle. This means we know that sum of three angles in a triangle is always 180 degree. Then keep it here, this theory, keep it here, then proceed. Keep it here, then proceed. As you know that sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. In this way this is equal to 180 degree, which is equal to ABC, angle ABC plus angle ADC. Here angle ABC plus angle ADC, which is equal to angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Angle B means sum of two opposite angles of a quadrilateral, we get B plus D is equal to 180 degree. Since ABCD is a quadrilateral, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. Okay. Here angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. This means angle A plus angle C plus this equal to 180 degree plus 180 degree is equal to 360 degree, which shows that angle A plus angle C is equal to 360 minus 180 is equal to 180 degree. Hence we prove that here we have to prove that angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree, angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. As the theorem says that if ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, then sum of opposite angles of the quadrilateral are supplementary to each other, means their sum is 180 degree. Here we construct the join AC and BD diagonals, then consider the chord AB, as we know that AB is the chord and ADB angle is equal to ACB angle, as we know that angles of the same segment are of equal measure. Then next consider the chord BC. Here when you consider the chord BC, then BDC angle is equal to BAC angle, as we know that the angles of the same segment are of equal measure. Then add equation 1 and equation 2 both the sides. Here we get angle ACB plus BAC is equal to angle ADC. Then add ABC angle both sides. Here by adding angle ABC in left sides we get these are the three angles of a triangle. As we know that sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. This means angle ABC plus angle ADC is equal to 180 degree, which shows that angle B plus angle D equal to 180 degree. And as ABCD are the angles of the quadrilaterals, then angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree, which shows that when B plus D is equal to 180 degree, and then we can prove that angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Hence we proved the theorem. Okay, please students practice the theorem, write it again and again. Remember, the theory is not only to remember the theory, you just understand it properly. When you understand it properly, you can remember it by step. Maths is not to memorize. Okay. If any doubt, please ask me. I am ever ready to clear your all doubts. Then next, here the theorem says that, if two sides of a cyclic quadrilateral are parallel to each other, then prove that the remaining two sides are equal and the diagonals are also equal. Or the cyclic trapezium is isosceles and its diagonals are equal. Suppose C is the circle. Let us draw a perfect figure. This theorem 2 says, suppose C is a circle and ABCD is a cyclic trapezium. Here ABCD is a cyclic trapezium. Join. Here ABCD is a cyclic trapezium. Then here we have to prove that the cyclic trapezium is always isosceles and its diagonals are equal. Isosceles means the non-parallel sides are of same measure. Here AB is parallel to CD. Non-parallel sides are AD and BC. If ABCD is a cyclic trapezium is always isosceles. This means AD is equal to BC. We have to prove that AD is equal to BC and join the diagonals, and also the diagonals are of equal measure, means AC is equal to BD. Here join the diagonals, we can prove that AC is equal to BD. Let us prove. Here the given conditions is, here given A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral or is a trapezium, cyclic trapeziums, okay, which is inscribed in the circle C. Here AB is parallel to CD given. Then here we have to prove that here we have to prove that AD is equal to BC. AD is equal to BC, and the second conditions we have to prove that the diagonals are of equal measure, means AC is equal to BD. AC is equal to BD. Then simply we have to prove that, when we prove that these two triangles are congruent, then can we prove that this side is equal to this sides and this side is also this sides. Proof. Keep it here. Then let us prove. The proof says that in order to prove this is sufficient to prove that the triangle ADC, is congruent with the triangle BCD. We have to prove this, and this is sufficient to prove that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Since ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, the sum of opposite pair of angles is equal to 180 degree. Since ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, then opposite angle, sum of opposite angles is 180 degree. Quadrilateral, then B plus D is equal to 180 degree, and AB is parallel to CD given, because AB is parallel to CD given because ABCD is a trapezium here given. Then BC is the transversal. BC is the transversal, which shows that the sum of interior angles is 180 degree of the sides, which shows that angle ABC plus angle BCD is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Then here B plus C, which shows that angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Angle B plus angle D 180 degree. Angle B plus angle C 180 degree. This shows that angle C is equal to angle D. Okay. Then now consider the triangle. Consider triangle ADC, and triangle BCD. Then in these triangles we have ADC angle is equal to BCD angle. Then DC is equal to DC, the common base. Then the common, and this is from the equations. Then here DAC is equal to CBD, because these two angles are angles of the same segment. DAC and CBD since they are angles of the same segments. They are angles of the same segment. Then by then by angle side AAS conditions. Then by AAS, these two triangles are congruent to each other. Triangle ADC is congruent with the triangle BCD. Then this shows that AD is equal to BC by CPCT and AC is also equal to BD by CPCT. Hence we have to prove that AC is equal to BD. This means if ABCD is the cyclic trapezium inscribed in the triangle inscribed in the circle, this shows that this is a isosceles trapezium whose two non-parallel sides are of equal measure and its diagonals are of equal measures. Okay. Then next students, please be attentive and try to heartily understand the theorem. Then when you understand the theorem properly, then can you recall all these steps. Okay. This theorem says if two opposite sides of a cyclic quadrilateral are equal, then the other two sides are parallel to each other. This is just vice versa of the theorem 2. Here suppose C is the circle and two opposite sides of the cyclic quadrilateral. Here A, B, C, D is the cyclic quadrilateral inscribed in the circle A, B, C, D. Please draw the proper diagram. Here the theorem 3 says, suppose C is the circle in which A, B, C, D is the cyclic quadrilateral which is inscribed in the circle ABCD is the cyclic quadrilateral. Then we have to prove that the other two sides, if two opposite sides of the cyclic quadrilateral are equal, then other two sides are also parallel. Okay. Then here ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral and A such that AD is equal to BC, and to prove that AB is parallel to CD, let us join BD. Let us draw here another, which is ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Here we have to prove that join BD. Then here the condition is given AD is equal to BC given. This is angle 1 and this is angle 2. Then here we have to prove that AB is parallel to CD. Join BD, and here AD is equal to BC given. This shows that the segment DA is equal to BC. Then this shows that the measure of DA is equal to the measure of BC, which shows that 2 times of angle 2 is equal to 2 times of angle 1. This shows that angle 2 is equal to angle 1. When angle 2 is equal to angle 1, this means what is this? These are alternate interior angles. Angle 2 and angle 1 are alternate interior angles. As AB is parallel to as AB and CD are two lines and BD is the transversal. Angle 1 and angle 2 are alternate interior angles. When they are same measure, this shows that AB is parallel to CD. Okay. Then students, today this much. Thank you students. In my next sessions we will continue with this.